taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And he returns this to the 22. They run, and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll run here with a rookie from Washington. There he goes, left side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Eagles 0. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And out across midfield down to the 4. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing is Hurts. Crossing route and finds Likely. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there.
He was brought down by
no gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCullough. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Daniels pass.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. He talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Eagles had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 11. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They go play action with Hurts. Well, that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise in throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jahad Campbell In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Daniels looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series. And they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Here's Daniels. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be in just a yard or two shy of the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
7 Pirates, here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
To throw is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Lane, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Washington got it. Yes, they did. Great Good job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Go street. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw. Daniels. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Matthew Hayball now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Great. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Short one there, caught by Likely. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. This right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He's just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd down and 4.
At the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
18, 5 in. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Complete to Likely. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They'll get this down to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
No touch that.
Now back to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
20-yard line.
No touch that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's caught. Smith will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for that 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, break! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Check, Panthers!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown! Jalen Lane with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now a 2nd and 6.
At the Commanders' 32-yard line.
Great, set! On anyone,
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The kick by Elliott is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Daniels going to keep it. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Lining up for the extra point.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Commanders 27.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Daniels. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. You don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Very set. Hey, what up? No touch.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go, start.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As again, it was still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
19. Cut 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's another Washington Commanders.
19 touch.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Higgins from 6 yards away. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice